to be reacting to how this streamer ruined his life in 7 seconds. And this video is by Internet Anarchist. So, and at the end of the video, I'm going to be going over how this whole thing could have been prevented. Whole thing could have been prevented. It definitely could have been prevented, but here we go.
In the world of live streaming, a career often takes years to build. It requires thousands of hours of dedication and a relentless grind to stand out and capture an audience.
Which is so true, because I actually just started doing YouTube videos. Well, I started in 2024, and then I stopped, and then I continued in 2026, and right now I'm going over everything that I need. I went over everything that I needed to start a YouTube channel, and it is actually very hard. Like, there's a lot that goes into streaming. People don't really talk about it, but it's a lot. Like, you have to, it's just a lot. It's a whole lot. And speaking of streaming, I actually just got my new soundboard. I don't know how loud it sounds. I don't know how to actually change the settings on it, so I'm not going to use it until until I know how to change the settings and turn down the volume on it. But yeah, this is actually very hard to do, making videos and then actually having the courage to keep the videos up, because every 2 seconds I want to just take the video down. Not even gonna lie, but I'm just gonna forget about it and just keep going. Hopefully it gets better, but yeah, it's very hard. Streaming is very hard, or even, I'm not even technically streaming, I'm making a video, but even making videos and streaming, both of them, there's a lot of things that go into it, way more than people think. It's insane.
But whilst it can take a decade to build an empire on Twitch, we have witnessed time and time again that it only takes a single moment for it to all be destroyed. One slip-up, one lapse in judgment, or even one forgotten notepad window, and the entire house of cards can come tumbling down. On the 22nd of January 2026, a popular Twitch streamer known as Lacari was live in front of his audience, doing what he has done for over a decade. He was playing League of Legends, entertaining thousands of viewers, and living the dream of being a mid to high tier streamer. However, within 5 seconds, everything changed. While multitasking, he accidentally opened a notepad file that revealed something incredibly dark and possibly extremely illegal. This split-second moment wasn't just something embarrassing, but something that would set the internet ablaze and completely destroy his career and possibly even his life.
I still don't even understand how one can make a mistake like this. This is insane.
And if it wasn't for the file opening in the first place that did it, it was his reaction afterwards.
Nightcrawler lets you snag great last-minute deals on hotels, so you can say yes to family bonding.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the Lacari situation, how a 5-second slip-up destroyed his career, and why this may have been hidden in plain sight the entire time. But to fully understand the depth and depravity of the situation, we first have to learn about who Lacari is in the first place. Prior to the recent events that transpired, Lacari was a celebrated figure in the gaming world. His journey began over a decade ago in 2012, a time when the online streaming world was only just becoming a thing. It's also worth noting that Lacari was by no means an overnight success. Like many, he started small and stayed small for over 5 years, as it wasn't until 2017 when he truly began to carve out his own space in the online world, not just as a gamer, but as a personality. Lacari was known as a speedrunner and a highly skilled player across a variety of difficult and competitive games, such as League of Legends, Genshin Impact, and Tekken. Over the next few years, Lacari didn't simply play games, but he began networking with other more established streamers. Throughout the 2020s, Lacari had established himself as a mid to high tier streamer on Twitch, with his channel averaging around 1,500 concurrent viewers, with peak viewership going above 10,000 viewers during major streams. He also successfully integrated himself into one of the most powerful social circles in the Twitch streaming industry, the Austin-based streamer ecosystem. He became a regular guest on Asmongold's streams and entered the orbit of major creators like Mizkif and Esvend. These collaborations enabled Lacari to cement his status as not just a random streamer, but as a genuine friend and collaborator of the gaming organization OTK. The association was strong enough that by May 2023, during a Mizkif stream, Lacari jokingly unofficially joined OTK in chat, solidifying his place in the group's lore.
I'll join, pay me. Okay, Lacari's on OTK. That's the announcement, chat. Lax on OTK. That's it. That was the announcement for today. Lax on OTK. That was easy. Alright, Lax, I'll pay you. That was easy. He's on! He did it!
In the extremely volatile world of content creation, this was truly the sweet spot. He was essentially living the dream, playing video games for a living and earning lucrative income, yet without the suffocating levels of fame that makes a normal life impossible. He had the friends, the clout, and the stability that millions of aspiring creators chase, but often never catch. He had spent 15 years building the perfect life, but it would only take 5 seconds to undo all that work. The 22nd of January 2026 started just like any other day for Lacari. He was live on Twitch grinding League of Legends just as he had done countless times before. To the thousands watching, it was just another stream from their favorite streamer. A moment during this stream, however, would completely change everything. While attempting to multitask, Lacari opened Windows Notepad and revealed something deeply disturbing. In the past, this action would have been harmless. However, a recent Windows update has introduced a new feature that displays a history of recently opened files and tabs directly within the Notepad app. As the Notepad window popped up on the stream, it didn't just show a blank page. For a few seconds, it displayed a list of URLs and file names that Lacari had previously accessed.
Let me at least add.
Wow. I can't even.
Wait to list of champions that I like.
Ooh, he even saw it. His face. His face said it all. He literally. He made the mistake and realized what he did, and then just. Ooh.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
For obvious reasons, I can't show exactly what the notepad contained on YouTube, but it contained file names and links with suggestive words involving my.
It says teens. What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's definitely done. Absolutely.
Animals, and other
Animals too? Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely done. He could have. There's so much. I'm not even gonna say it. He definitely could have prevented this whole thing. I can't even believe that. Animals too. Look at animals. This man is sick. That is
clearly illegal themes. The reaction was instantaneous. While Lacari continued to sit in his chair acting like nothing had happened, the clip was already being captured, cut, and uploaded onto pages such as r/livestreamfail, Twitter, and even Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, the internet works quick. If you
Within minutes,
you mess up even the slightest bit, the internet, people are always watching. Like, you mess up anything, people are automatically putting clips everywhere, making videos, memes, everything. He wasn't standing a chance. After that, yeah, it was done for him. And he kept it up for a while. Like, he realized it way too late, and people already saw what, So it's done for him. It was way done for him.
Minutes of the clip being spread, internet detectives began investigating the links visible and confirmed the nature of the material. What they found was said to be extremely disturbing, to say the least. When watching the clip closely, there is a distinct split second where Lacari seems to realize the gravity of the mistake. His expression shifts rapidly as he looks at the notepad window and the contents within, followed by a moment of pure silent panic where the realization probably hit that he may have just ruined his life. Yet, in a move that baffled everyone watching, he didn't end the stream. Despite the visible panic and the chat beginning to spiral, Lacari continued streaming, choosing to stay live and respond to the situation in real time. This decision would unfold about as well as you would expect, turning into a complete disaster. During the stream, Lacari attempted to laugh off the situation as if it was a minor misunderstanding, pun intended. His chat, however, were no longer interested in the game, but instead were fixated on the suspicious notepad file, specifically one tab that had been spotted labeled 1500 JBT files. According to the livestream fail subreddit, JBT stood for Jailbait Teens. Lacari's response to the whole situation was a frantic series of excuses that only served to incriminate himself even further. His initial defense was to claim that someone had linked the file in his chat, implying that he was a victim of a bad click. This
He's not. I don't even know why he even tried. He wasn't coming back from that. It said teen and animals. I'm surprised. People are focused on the fact that it said JBT, jailbait teens, which obviously is terrible. But did anyone see the fact that it said teens and animals? This man that's so freaking disgusting. I don't even, ugh. How do you go from 15 years of gaming to ruining it all in literally 7 minutes or 7 seconds? How do you just ruin everything like that? That's just terrible. That's so terrible. Millions of dollars. You're making millions of dollars on stream, and all of it is just gone.
explanation fell apart instantly under scrutiny, as it failed to explain why he had seemingly saved the content into a dedicated notepad file on his hard drive, let alone one with such a specific and incriminating file name. Once Lacari realized that narrative wasn't going to convince his audience, he pivoted to a second, even less believable excuse. He claimed the file had automatically downloaded while he was browsing the web.
Did I not, deny that I didn't download shit I didn't know what was in there?
Don't be sad that your career is over, be happy that IT happened. XQCL, don't be sad that your career is over, be
Dang. Now they're saying his career is over. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Your career is absolutely over after that. I can't even believe you would do something like that. And then the fact that he's trying to cover it up, make it seem like it was a mistake or it didn't actually happen. You can't fake something like that. That's not something that's like a misclick or like, oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Like you really were looking stuff up like that. You have to understand like the dedication that went into it. He had to go out of his way to look this stuff up in order to have it in his files. That's obviously he's into that kind of stuff. This man is sick. His career is definitely over. There was no salvaging it at all. There was no salvaging it. And I don't even know why he thought that he was going to be able to save himself, because this is just, no.
happy that IT happened. XQCL, Jesse vindicated, Jesse vindicated, Jesse vindicated.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened, alright? I was surfing a site, okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a download, it just got downloaded. I opened up the text.
How does something get downloaded accidentally? How do you accidentally download something? You click on a site and it just randomly downloaded. Why are you looking up porn in the first place? Why are you looking that up in the first place? Like, come on, man.
Document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on.
Are you serious? Yeah, this man has a problem. He literally just said that he has anime corn on his. this this guy is sick. Honestly, like, people should have known from the start. Like, you should have seen the signs. That right there, he just told on himself. He literally just told on himself. I don't even. This is crazy.
Your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it, and that's just what happened, man, okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move.
And he's not even, and what he's saying isn't even believable, but he's so desperate that he's to finally to get his career back. He's so desperate to get his career back that he's trying to trick people into thinking that he's not into that. I feel like he needs to understand that he has a problem, something that he needs to fix, rather than trying to salvage that career, because that career is over. You might as well look for a 9-to-5, because you're never going back on stream. I don't even know why you thought that was gonna. No one's gonna be okay with that. That's crazy.
The fuck on, please.
As his audience immediately pointed out, if modern web browsers were silently auto-downloading text files full of illegal URLs without user consent, it would be a global cybersecurity crisis, not an isolated glitch on one streamer's PC. Whilst this already seemed like rock bottom, Lacari would only continue to dig his grave, when the chat pressured him to open his recent files list in Notepad again to prove his innocence. Lacari agreed, likely hoping to show the incriminating files were gone. Instead, he revealed a screen that looked like a panic-induced cover-up. The suspicious document was still there, but it was now buried under a list of freshly created empty files named New Text Document, and one of the files involving JBT was also somehow missing.
Fat for fun? Fat for fun is, Thai. Site.
Okay, so he's okay. I'm not even. He's still talking about watching hentai. I mean,
Do not pay your car insurance bill. I repeat, do not pay your bill yet. So I found this website and look at the.
The internet immediately saw right through it, with viewers on Reddit mocking the attempt of covering it up. As one user put it, he was trying to hide stuff and still effed up. To make matters even worse, a viewer suggested that if the file had truly been deleted, it wouldn't open. Lacari, trying to prove it was gone, clicked the file and it opened, proving live on stream that the material was still sitting on his hard drive.
Click couples and it won't open if it's deleted. Okay, well, I 100% fucking deleted it, so it shouldn't open, right? It opened. What?
wow.
By this point,
So this is how you know it's a problem, because even after he gets caught, with all that, with all those websites and all those documents, after he gets caught with it, he doesn't delete it. He keeps it and then tries to rename the whole thing so that no one knows what it is. He has a problem. You couldn't even delete it. Like, you couldn't even get rid of the things that were causing you to lose everything. You couldn't even delete it. And that's how you know, like, he has no remorse for what he did. He's just into that kind of stuff. This man is really, like, sick in the head. Like, there's something wrong with him. There's something really, really wrong with him. I don't know what it is, but and even for me, I just feel like men who watch stuff like that, like anime, corn, any kind of corn, I just think that that's vulgar and disgusting. I don't know. It's just my opinion. And it also shows like a lack of self-control. Like you have no self-control over your lust and over the things that, like, you're almost like a slave to your lust. And for me, I just feel like that's a person that has like a lack of self-control, and I just think it's vulgar, but it is what it is.
Atmosphere in his stream had turned hostile. His moderation team, the people responsible for protecting him, began to turn on him. They stopped deleting comments and banning users, allowing the chat to be overrun with text-to-speech donations, calling him a PDF file.
Pedophile, 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 pedophile.
The total collapse of his support system was cemented when
I'm surprised he didn't get banned yet. He should have.
one of his own moderators resigned mid-stream, typing a message that read, "End your stream, dude, this isn't funny. This isn't a joke or something you can laugh off. I hoped that this somehow was a mistake or a virus, but it's looking real bad. You need to get help. I'm unmodding myself and unassociating with you. Peace." In the middle of everything falling apart, Lacari was clearly panicking and
Everyone is turning on him. Which rightfully so, because who wants to be associated with a person who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? Everyone that defends him is linked to him. Everyone is going to be going after him and his whole group of friends. Like everyone that supports him. So of course, everyone, his whole group of friends is probably gonna deny even, being associated with him. That's usually what happens. Whenever any of the celebrities got caught with that kind of stuff, everyone wanted to disassociate. Oh, we don't know him. We were never friends. Like, we barely knew each other. It's going to start happening.
Totally lost. He actually turned to Grok, Elon Musk's AI chatbot, and asked it live on stream whether possessing Thai was even legal in Texas. And he did this right in front of the same people already accusing him of having illegal stuff. It was next level self-destruction. The guy basically jumped straight into a hole and kept digging.
Is having Thai on your PC in Texas illegal, Grok? 43K? And that's if they think it's like, oh my god.
While Lacari was fighting a losing battle in his own chat,
it's even illegal where he's at. So he might even end up getting charges. Like, why would he look that up? He's just making everything worse for himself. Like, why?
The internet was already dissecting his excuses. Fellow streamer Quinn69 took it upon himself to test Lacari's claims technically. He attempted to replicate the glitch in his own stream to see if a deleted notepad file would still appear in the recent tab. Upon opening the program, he was able to debunk Lacari's excuse almost immediately, proving that the file's persistence meant that it hadn't been simply auto-downloaded and deleted as claimed.
Delete. Okay.
Greg, we need to talk.
No time, got sales calls to summarize.
You really need to switch to Monday CRM.
No, it's not there. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Simultaneously, the internet began digging into Lacari's history, and what they found makes it seem like Lacari may have been hiding his alleged preferences in plain sight. They resurfaced old clips that suddenly took on a much darker context. One notable instance was a lie detector segment where Lacari jokingly admitted to liking lolly content. Whilst this moment was
Lolly? Oh my goodness. I can't. Literally, look at it. It says childlike. Oh my goodness. So these people knew he was like that. These people knew that he was like that. And they still watched him. They still This is crazy. As soon as he admitted to something like that, childlike girls, come on. Like, you guys, everyone's outraged. You guys knew this for a while. You guys knew he was like this for some time. I don't even know why. I don't even know why you're surprised. I don't even know why you're surprised, honestly. His career should have been over before this. It should have been done before this. And I don't even understand. Like, and that tells me, like, his friends probably knew exactly what he was saying. Some of his friends probably knew. Some of his friends probably knew that he was into that kind of stuff. Which is crazy. Because why would they ask that question? They had to have known, like, all of these people are sick, in my opinion. All of these people are sick.
Was originally played for laughs, it is now being scrutinized as a disturbing admission of guilt.
Do you like lollies?
Yes. Yes.
It is now being scrutinized as a disturbing admission of guilt.
Do you like lollies?
Yes.
Everyone's laughing like it's funny that he's admitting to liking corn with Japanese girls that are childlike. They look like children. Like, does anyone not think that that in and of itself is not, like, no one thinks that that's weird? And they're sitting there laughing. That's how I know they all knew. I just have a feeling they all knew. Because why would you think to ask that question? They all had to have known. This is crazy and sick. And these people need help.
Oh! But not like that.
Not like...
What do you mean?
I mean, his shit spiked, but I think it's
But the most damaging blows to Lacari's reputation came from his own circle, the Austin streamer ecosystem, which, as we discussed earlier, played a major role in his rise. During the stream, Lacari attempted to drag Asmongold into the controversy, claiming he had messaged him to simply keep that kind of stuff on another PC.
Asmon messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff.
Bro, that's how you know. Some of these people probably knew. That's what I'm saying. Like, they had to have known that he was into that. And that's another... Is he wrong, though? I mean, like, why did you need to keep it on the same computer? Not to say you shouldn't have had it at all. You shouldn't have had it at all. Let's be real. You shouldn't have had it at all. Because you're a sick person if you're looking stuff up like that. And honestly, I don't agree with people looking that stuff up in general. Like, looking up corn in general. I just don't think that that's something that anyone should do. But why did you keep it on the same computer that you stream on? Like, are you stupid? Like, what? It's like you wanted this to happen. You flew too close to the sun. I don't even know why you thought that that would be okay to keep it on the same computer. Like, this whole thing could have been prevented. Oh
my god.
Asmongold immediately took to Twitter to clarify his statement, writing that he had only seen a censored version of the clip and had no idea of the depravity of the actual files when he made the comment.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you
He then went on to distance himself and his organization.
Wow, so everyone's trying to basically say, like, they didn't know how bad it was. You knew. I just have a feeling they knew. I'm not gonna say that he knew, actually. He probably knew, though. He probably knew about it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, he probably knew. And now that he's caught, he's gonna pretend like he didn't know what happened. He never seen that before. It wasn't as bad when I saw it, or, you know what I'm saying? He knew. He knew his friend was like that. That's sick.
OTK from Lacari on stream, stating that Lacari was never an official member of OTK and was merely a friend of the group, and that they had nothing to do with his actions.
Day before yesterday, we did a podcast with him, and like last night, I was like, oh, we need to for sure upload this, but now I'm looking at what happened, I'm like, oh, maybe not, right? Why does OTK have so much drama? Shut the up. Lacari was never even in OTK. He was just one of our friends. Like, what are you talking about? OTK, you're gonna drag OTK into this. We don't have anything to do with this. I guess, like, probably there's gonna be like 50,000 people are gonna come in the chat. People are associating you with friends with Tecton Lacari because you're part of it. Well, I mean, if he gets investigated, they're gonna find out all of his links, and so I'd say, you know what? I welcome that. You know, I have nothing to do with it, so why would I be worried? Like, I'm gonna be real, like, the shit just really, stresses me out, man. It sucks. It does. It really sucks. Fuck. You know, like, I don't know what else to say. Right? I mean, like, honestly, it does. Like, I don't really, it's heavy, yeah, it's heavy. Like, and I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to make, and I'm going to be real, guys. I've already got one defamation lawsuit in the chamber. I don't need to be double-barreling this shit, okay?
As a final measure, Asmongold also announced the cancellation of an upcoming podcast episode that was featuring Lacari.
There's going to be probably a lot of people that will come in the chat, and they want me to talk about the Lacari stuff. Obviously, I think it's really weird and bad. I don't want to make any decisions and judgments for a legal reason. All I'm saying is that I think that if there needs to be an investigation, I hope there is one, and I don't want to have anything to fucking do with it. I'll tell you that. And also, we had Lacari on the podcast a couple of days ago. Safe to say, Allcraft is not going to come out this week. Sorry, guys. That's it.
Mizkif, another central figure in the group, took an even more aggressive stance against Lacari, threatening to sue Lacari for falsely claiming Mizkif sent him the files.
Why would you stream it?
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
Okay. Nice. That is absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those. Okay, first off, you're
fucking idiots.
Because the files were on my PC.
You literally just called me a pedophile. If you don't think I'm suing you, Lacari, for everything you just have, you're f***ing out of your mind. That's insane what you just said. Insane.
That is crazy.
You just fucking called me a pedophile.
He also went a step further, threatening to pull the internet logs from the time they lived together to prove his own innocence and further incriminate Lacari.
What if he was telling that stuff when he lived with you? You gotta report him yourself?
It's getting ugly. They're starting to point fingers. This person did it. That person did it. This is getting bad. This is getting real bad. Quickly.
I really hope that's not the case.
And throughout all of this, he's still not banned. Like, what is taking so long, Twitch? Really? Like, what's taking so long?
Man, I will take whatever actions needed. Tomorrow I'm gonna call AT&T.
Other major streamers, including Soda Poppin', also addressed the situation live, expressing disgust and completely distancing themselves from their former peer.
Insane. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, woke up, a couple Reddit threads. Vicky was like, hey, have you seen LSF? I'm like, no, what's going on? Lacari. What'd Lacari do? I was like, oh man, top LSF post. Ooh, this looks awful. And then I scrolled down, I'm like, another one. Wait, another one. How much content did this guy put out while being like outed as potentially file? I mean, fuck. It's looking like Philia, or at least the notepad, and they just scrolling. And the thing is, he streamed the whole thing. He actually dug a hole straight down to like China, Lollytown.
Wow.
Actually just kept digging. Crazy.
The final nail in the coffin came from the YouTube commentary community, when Penguin Zero, aka Moist Critical, released a video covering the situation, titled, "This Twitch streamer situation is disgusting," where he brought the situation to the attention of mainstream YouTube audiences.
The links are censored there, but apparently a lot of people have taken the plunge into looking up a lot of what was revealed here through the Lacari leaks, and what they have found is beyond heinous. Like, this is some evil shit we're talking about here. And after this happened, his stream was calling him out on it, and most people expected him to end the stream, to like hide the evidence, nuke it, basically banish it to the Shadow Realm and hope that people didn't have enough time to dig into it. Lacari, on the other hand, cooked up a different kind of scheme. He streamed for multiple hours after this happened, and just face-tanked everybody that was digging into it, and all the people that were rightfully calling him out for how deplorable the shit they found in there was.
Charlie concluded the video stating,
"It does not look good. This looks f***ing awful."
the consequences of the stream went far beyond embarrassment or the loss of his social circle. Lacari was banned from Twitch, stripping him of his primary income source and the audience he had spent over a decade building.
It's about time. They should have banned him way as soon as they seen it, everything, and he lost all those followers. They should have banned him immediately. There was no reason to keep him on there. Like,
was also preemptively banned from Kick, which usually acts as a safe haven for banned streamers. To be honest, it's not looking good for Lacari. What started as a standard stream ended as a career-defining disaster, a 15-year legacy erased in a 5-second mistake. There will likely be more development.
but honestly, that's how life is, though. You could be having a normal life, everything is going well, and literally it only takes one thing that will ruin your life forever. Like, that's why people need to be more cautious about what they're into, the things that they're doing. Why are you this is insane. And honestly, I'm not saying that his friends did know, because they're all saying that they didn't know, but I just have a feeling. I have a feeling like there's just part of me that thinks that maybe they did know, but they just didn't say anything. Or, you know, it was one of those things where it was kind of like they looked the other way kind of thing. Part of me feels like they did know. And honestly, I think that that's just sick. I think the whole thing is sick. And whole thing could have been prevented. And here, I'm going to explain it right now, how this whole thing could have been prevented. So this is the scripture for today. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3 through 5. And it basically says that you're supposed to abstain from sexual immorality, and you're also supposed to have more self-control over your body, and not to give in to passion of lust. And it says, like the Gentiles who do not know him. Now, I know what you're asking. What does this have to do with Lacari? What does this have to do with... Because he never said that he was a Christian. He never said that he was going to live that kind of lifestyle. But that's the thing. How he would have lived that kind of lifestyle, how he would have lived this kind of lifestyle, he could have prevented this whole thing. This whole thing could have been prevented. Because easily he could have stopped. The Lord would have helped him stop watching whatever he was watching. I'm not even going to say what it is. He could have taken those desires away from him completely. And then he could have continued streaming, continued his life normally. But it got to a point where he couldn't control himself. He got to a point where he couldn't control himself. And how I know is because if after his friend warned him not to leave it on the computer, let's say he was right and he said that his friend warned him not to leave that kind of stuff on his computer. Why did he leave it on his computer? And the answer is because he wanted quick access to it. He wanted quick access to those sites and quick access to those things. He knew that it could have caused him to lose his career if anyone else saw it. His friend even warned him before it even happened. And then after it happened, it's like he still didn't delete it. He tried to hide it. He has a problem. He has an addiction. And you can't say that this couldn't have been prevented, because it definitely could have. People warned you before it even happened, and you still decided to keep it on there. Like, what is wrong with you? And another thing is, how much you want to bet it didn't start at this? Because when it comes to things like that, when you give in to lust, when it comes to things like that, it's a snowball effect. It starts off with this thing, then you get bored, then it goes into this thing, then you get bored, and then it goes into this thing. It goes into it gets into a way bigger thing, and before you know it, it's animals, children. Yeah, it's sick. It's not something that is easily, it's not something that just stays at one level. It always gets bigger. You always have to feed that hunger. And then the hunger gets worse and worse and worse, to the point that you won't even have any control, and you'll be a slave to your lust. It was very reckless for him to leave that on his computer like that. But also, it's just the simple fact that you were warned not to do that, and you did it anyway. And not to mention, like, God gave us these passions. God gave us these passions to be able to enjoy life and to be able to have a fun time, like a good time in our lives. But like, it was never there to give in to your lustful desires, your sinful desires. Your passion, the passion that the Lord gave us, was not there to give in to the sinful desires. Point is, this whole thing could have been prevented. And also, had he would have given his life to Christ, that wouldn't even be a thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could have put it on a different computer, which you shouldn't have. In my opinion, you shouldn't have it at all. You should have never been on those kind of sites in general. And the fact that he felt so comfortable, this is how bad the world is now. The fact that he felt so comfortable by saying that he was into hentai, that tells it all. The fact that he was able to even say that openly and say it as if it was nothing, that really shows you how fallen the world is, because he's very clearly admitting that he has a lust problem. He's a slave to his lust. He's literally saying that he watches that kind of stuff and everyone is fine with it. People push past it like it's nothing. Like, this is the way that it's a normal thing. No, it's not a normal thing. That's not a normal thing. People shouldn't even be watching porn. People shouldn't even be looking at that kind of stuff in general. You're supposed to guard the gates of your soul. The gates of your soul are your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, things like that. You're supposed to guard the gate of your soul. And everyone is cool with him just saying that he watches stuff like that. His friends were literally laughing at the fact that he liked that lolly stuff. Like, what? Come on. This is how bad the world is. No one sees anything wrong with that. And that's a serious problem. You have a serious issue. And it's not something that's just going to go away overnight. But I also feel like a lot of people who are doing this kind of stuff, they don't want to have to change. They don't want to have to do the work to become a better person. And that's truly the reason why I feel like everybody hates Christianity and hates the idea of having to change, because these people don't want to change. People like him, these people don't want to change. You could tell, because he wouldn't even delete it. He didn't even, after he got caught, he wouldn't even delete everything that he got caught with. He wouldn't even delete it. He just wanted to hide it so that he could still do it. That's crazy. That's crazy. That right there, that's some sinister stuff right there. Diabolical. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna try to post every single day. And yeah, until next time, bye.